What do you want me to teach you?
Ooh, how do you make concentrated dark matter?
Oh, that's a good question.
Concentrated, huh?
Concentrated dark matter.
Phew! I don't believe it. It's dark matter.
There's dark matter especially, which seems like something's fishy going on there.
Dark matter. You've probably heard of it on your favourite sci-fi shows or talked about in the news, but what exactly is it? Why is it so hard to find, and how are the scientists on the frontier of their fields trying to find it? Welcome to the channel, and today we're going to be covering how scientists search for dark matter in particle colliders. Dark matter is a hypothetical type of matter which accounts for 85% of the total matter in the universe. Dark matter does not emit, reflect or absorb light. On top of that, it is rarely even expected to even interact with regular matter. So how does scientists even start the search for something that cannot be seen? The search starts at CERN, which is home to the Large Hadron Collider. In the LHC, beams of protons are accelerated to close to the speed of light through the use of magnets. They are then hurled at each other, smashing them together within detectors. In this high energy collision, particles can be created. And what is the particle every physicist dreams of finding? That's right, it's the elusive dark matter particle. The problem is that this environment is very noisy. Particle collisions create lots of particles every 25 nanoseconds. So how exactly are we supposed to detect a particle that would rarely even interact with our detectors anyway? Surely the detector would miss it. Well, yes. So instead of trying to detect these particles, instead we look for evidence that the particles have been created. We do this with the general principle that every aspiring physicist learns in school. This trick is the conservation of energy and momentum. It's genius really. When we stop looking for the particle, we instead have a much better chance of finding it. Let's break down how we use conservation of momentum to find these particles. Before the collision, protons rush through the beam pipe and around a loop. They then collide inside detectors. We can't exactly tell the exact initial momentum of these protons, but we know that the momentum is only in the direction along the beam pipe. Because of this, we can say with confidence that the net momentum travelling away from the beam pipe is zero. So if after the collision we see particles travelling away from the beam pipe, in which momentum is not conserved, we can say for sure that there is an invisible particle travelling away with that momentum. We call this imbalance in momentum missing momentum, and you can guarantee that any collisions that indeed create dark matter particles would have a missing momentum as a telltale sign. So, we have done it. We have detected dark matter particles. Well, still no. It's not that simple. It is actually pretty hard to even detect this missing momentum. This is because in order to tell if there is any momentum missing, we have to first measure the momentum of every particle in the collision. And simply, our detectors aren't perfect yet, and any particles we miss will constitute as missing momentum. And that's not even our only hurdle. Even if we manage to perfectly measure all the particles, there is another type of invisible particle, neutrinos, which are also difficult to detect and will produce a missing momentum. So before we can hope to detect dark matter particles, we must first understand the background of neutrino production. So, we still have a way to go, but I didn't say finding invisible particles was going to be easy. And the brilliant minds on the front line have done it before with neutrinos and the Higgs boson, and 57 other types of particles. So they might just be able to do it again.